Hello everybody, Nick here from Blues on Attack, and today I want to introduce you to a special friend of mine. That's right, Windblade Camien champion. So obviously, as you know, I'm a big fan of Windblade. I don't shut up about it, of course, but I did win a back of the binder challenge back in the day. So I kind of feel that I had to make a new Windblade that was actually good. Because let's be honest, super rare Windblade, a little bit lackluster. I like her, she does a job for me. And who knows, in a combiner meta, she could have been great. Sadly, that didn't come to pass. So Windblade was left wanting. Now, thinking about this new Windblade, I wanted to build something that was fitting to her character, let her be available in a multitude of different decks. I did a lot of digging when it came to Windblade, and I wanted to make her somewhat thematic. So let's go over what she's got, her kit. So obviously she's a plane in alt mode. She is a leader and she's ranged. In alt mode, she sits at 4-15-2 and she's 10 stars. Now, the stars in development did change quite a lot. We fluctuated between different builds and we settled on 10 in the end. 10 felt right. She was tried out with some characters that you'd expect, like Windsweeper, Slipstream, characters like that, and she didn't feel. I think she didn't feel over the top strong. Obviously, you'll see in a minute from her bot mode ability that she's hard to kill, but not impossible. Anyway. So she's got a ability which I kind of borrowed inspiration from Jetfire. That's Captain Jetfire, by the way. When you flip to her alt mode, you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, and you may choose one action, one upgrade, put those into your hand, and then put the rest in your scrap pile. So that's pretty cool. The original version of Windblade's... Actually, no. This is a lie. The original version of Windblade was not really usable at all because in testing you never really bothered flipping to her ability. Then we changed it to a flip reverse of Jetfire's ability, which was to, when you flip to this mode, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, put all actions into your hand that are revealed. But I think that ended up being a bit too strong. In one test game I managed to grab like 2 out of 3 focus fires, and they were like, oh, that doesn't feel good at all. I'm like, nope, 3 focus fires, bang, and there you go. So we changed it to one action, one upgrade. I think that we settled on that as being fair. It's, you can't do a complete full 5 hit if you're lucky. It is one or the other. Minimum 1, best 2, so it's not too bad. And yeah, she's a plane, so we need more planes in a game that can build on people like Windsweeper. The new Cyclonus works well with her as well, I think. Yeah. So we'll go to a bottom ability, and this is the bit that caused a bit of quite a lot of chatter as we were building up this character. I did a lot of research into Windblade and how she is as a fighter, and she's very good, from what I understand, at avoiding damage, deflecting damage. Like she's mainly with the use of her sword, she's pinging away shots and stuff like that. When Windblade defends and you flip battle icons of at least 4 different colours, she takes half that damage rounded up. So yeah, it's pretty good, really. As you can see, kind of gearing her towards a mixed pit deck build. But you can probably get away with being, mostly one or the other, depending. I think she's quite versatile like that. I originally tried it all aggro, and that helps stave some of the damage off of her while she was punishing people. Stat wise, she's 6-15-2 in this mode, which means she's got really good attack side. Once again, I can already see it. People are going to argue that maybe her attack value is too high for a 10-star character with such good abilities, but there is, from a design perspective, I don't think there's anything wrong with creating more strong characters, because aside from taking less damage, she doesn't have anything else that's too crazy, and that doesn't stop her taking ping damage or moving damage or whatever, which there's a multitude of ways to delete characters without having to deal combat damage to them. And also, what the game's like. In most situations, you're not always going to get that perfect flip that you need, and plenty of times in decks that I've tested this with, that have been perfectly balanced with more than enough pips to get the ability off, I have missed. And people will argue, but but it's the magical Christmas land arguments, it happens a lot. It's half the time it's a game of chance, right, with what you flip, and that is the beauty of these kind of abilities. Like, it's the same with Fort Max, Metroplex, anyone that's got a requirement of flipping multiple battle cards. You can build your deck as good as you want, you are not always going to get what you need. That's a given. So, and I think this ability for Windblade is pretty thematic in terms of, if you've seen any of the TV shows or any of the comics, she's a very good fighter, but very good defensive fighter as well. To complement that, we have also given her a weapon. Finally, we've got the Stormfall Sword in the game. So it's an upgrade weapon, not Windblade only though, because in lore, Slipstream has got hold of this sword before as well. So it's not only is Windblade good with it, but she's also good at losing it. And it would. So we didn't want to restrict it just to Windblade, but while it is on Windblade, she gets Tough 1, which is pretty cool, and it's +1 Pierce 2, so a little bit of a bonus there as well. So with that on Windblade, she ends up being a 7 attack Pierce 2 with Tough 1, which helps her bot mode ability as well, once again lending to the fact that she is a defensive character that is capable of using the sword to deflect and stop damage coming through to her. So yeah, that's Windblade. I really like her, obviously. Hopefully you guys like her as well. She's been run through the ringer of testing, and she's good. She's meant, and she's designed that way. She was designed to be a strong character that fit into a multitude of different decks. So hopefully you like her. Please leave a comment. Make sure that you join the art page as well, because we're doing this is spoiler season now, we're doing all our reveals rapidly now. It's working up to the 30th of October. Please don't print anything out just yet. I know it's tempting to do so, but everything is subject to change up until release day. And as you can see already, we are making changes to characters if we are finding people are discovering broken mechanics. So obviously we do as much testing as we can. We are only human beings at the end of the day. We absolutely cannot test everything. So if you magical people out there happen to find something, even with Windblade, if you find out something that we've missed, please let us know, and we will edit immediately, because the last thing we want is broken characters in the game and making it worse than it already is. Sky Shadow, Perceptor. So yeah. See you next time.